Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, and good to talk a little CWD with our good friend Jeremy Dennison of the TWRA, and then talk to the new TWRA director, Jason Maxedon, in our first segment of the show today. Don't forget, you can go to Larry Ray, that's REA.com, and get all the shows, because we keep them all right there. And if you want to go back and hear Gene Smith's puns, you can do that. But again, we're going to have a whole segment next week. Gene Smith, it will be called Pun Time.
All right.
With Gene Smith.
I can't wait.
I bet he can't. Don't forget it, okay? But let's talk fishing. You know, and every time I want to talk fishing, I've got to I bring in David Best of Primary Tackle, because he's our Mid-South fishing guy, no matter what Wong may say. You know, I mean...
I've never seen so much tackle in one place.
Yeah, he's a tackle man, so to speak. But I thought I would bring along his interpreter today. You know, in case David says something that I don't understand, I can always switch over to the croquet man himself, Billy Doyle. And so we got them both on. Billy Doyle. Good morning, Billy Doyle.
Good morning, Larry.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. And David Best, you okay today?
Good morning, Larry.
Are you going to be in the store today, or are you going to be out kayaking someplace?
I am in the store today. We have the farmers market this afternoon from 12 to 4.
There
so
you
we're
go.
Be busy with that.
Okay.
We're trying to get everything together and ready for that today.
You don't have to be a farmer to go to there, people. Okay, I mean that's a farmer's market. He means that.
I never bought a farmer before.
You hadn't? You can buy a market at the SYS building out there. I know that for a fact. All right, you guys have been friends for how long?
Lord.
Forever, since dirt.
Since dirt. How about that, David?
It's been a while.
You guys have been through a lot together and talked fishing and have known each other forever. And I will have to say that I'm a member of the Southeastern Outdoor Press Association, and every year they have an excellent craft competition. And I did enter my Billy Doyle story to that organization. Billy, I wanted you to know that
Okay.
that was a life-changing day for me at Pickwick, and the love and support you got. And now I'm feeling that love and support myself as I go through my journey. And I can't put myself in your journey, Billy, but I can put myself in your boat when I get ready for it. Okay? I mean, that's...
Well, I'm ready to take you. If you were here now, we would be going to the water right now. So as soon as I get off of here with you, I'm going to be sliding the boat in the water.
Well, I'm hopefully September, Billy. Maybe we can let David put me in a kayak, and you can put me in a boat, and we'll see what's going on the Wolf River, because nobody knows the Wolf River better than Billy Doyle, and I can say that.
Well, I tell you what, Larry, I appreciate the kind words. I'll be more than happy to take you there. It's got to cool off, though, this hot weather.
I ain't doing it, Billy. I can't get out. No, I'm telling you, September, I'm coming, Billy. September, October, even...
All I got to say is there's a bunch of snakes out down there right now.
I ain't coming now. You just convinced me even more, But let's talk fishing now. David, first, from you at Primary Tackle there in Arlington on the SYS Wilson building. You keep up with this stuff. You have your podcast and everything. Talk local fishing for us before we go to Billy to talk a little bit about what he's hearing at Pickwick and other places. Go, David.
All right. So, look, the guys are a lot of guys are trying to avoid it just because it's been so hot. But, some of my best guys that are catching a lot of fish are catching them, late, catching them in the dark.
In the dark.
Reality. So
okay.
A lot of night fishing going on right now. Black worms, black jigs, dark spinner baits, black spinner baits with single blades, stuff that a fish can find. I'm sure they're doing a lot of that up at Pickwick right now too. But a lot of my guys around here and the other guys that are catching them in some of these little river areas and current areas. A lot of my kids out here catching a few fish on the Loosahachie and catching fish in some of the local ponds, especially when we're getting these rains. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of fish caught this weekend.
I think so too. We've got some rain in the area. And folks, don't forget Herb Parsons and Glen Springs and some of those lakes that I know are dear, particularly for the kayak people out there, David.
Yep.
Herb Parsons is the Mecca, and it will become even more of that when Bill Dance gets through with it. So,
it's a good one. It's really low right now. About the only way you can really get in there with any ease is in a kayak.
In a kayak,
so,
yeah.
But the fishing's been good. I mean,
if you can get to them,
coming in and telling me they're catching a few good ones. So.
And Billy, talk a little bit about the Wolf and your passion for that river, because I know you've been up north and experienced a lot of that great things, but you're fishing Pickwick too. But talk about fishing the Wolf River.
Well, Larry, yeah, I've spent a many hour in that bottom down there chasing green fish.
Yes.
And it's just a passion of mine. However, my last trip down there the other day, the deer flies were so bad they run me off the water.
Did they really? Okay.
I'm talking about get under your glasses, get under your hat, and they're biting the stew out of you.
Right.
And I found out, I said, now, when it gets hot like that, they have a tendency to do that, and they're bad.
Yes.
So I haven't been down there in a few days. I'm chomping at the bit to go. If I was a guy wanting to go now, I would not. I would be fishing where there's moving water. I'd be fishing in the current.
There you go.
Where it's down in the banks.
Yeah.
And you can go catch some of those Kentuckies, some of those mean Kentuckies, and every now and then catch a 2 or 3, 4 pound largemouth doing that.
Oh, that sounds like fun. And you hear a lot from Pickwick too, Billy.
I do. Yeah, I'm in the process of actually spending about half of my time up there and the other half on the Wolf when I'm not tournament fishing somewhere else. But I fished a tournament last Sunday up there. I fished the puddle jumpers.
Yes, you did.
Big bass every 2 hours, and had a great time. Caught a lot of fish, even though it was hot.
Yeah.
And a lot of boat traffic.
Yeah.
Probably caught 25 keepers throughout the day.
Amazing. Yeah.
I won one session with a 5.29.
Oh, you did? Okay, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I had another session. I finished third with a 4.28. And then we had another one. We had several in the 3 pound class, but the fish were biting if you could handle the boating pressure and the heat.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And that's something we have to deal with as we come into August, David. The strategy remains the same. I'm not a fan of July and August. As far as I know, the good Lord could have, pushed those two aside and not have them. I don't want to know what the heat index is. When I was a kid, it's hot. Okay, it's
That's
July.
Right. That's right.
And anybody survived 1980? I mean, that ages me right there. But I think that was when heat indexes was born in 1980. So I don't need those in wind chills and everything like that, because I know Billy has been on that Wolf River when the wind chill is scary. But now, one of my least favorite critters is out in full force in July and August. I bet y'all don't know what that is.
I bet I do.
Yes, you know it. You know it's snakes, right? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, so big snakes. We don't go into catch a snake every 2 hours and get $200. Anything like that. But this is snake time too, so you have to be careful, folks. And
well, those snakes like to get around water where it's cooler.
Well, I wonder why.
Yeah.
So what do we?
You're not gonna...
So what do we expect? Since next week will be August, thank goodness. So what kind of changes do you make, or do you make any changes, David, from July to August, or they just run together?
They just to me, they kind of just run together. But I mean, I do begin to see a lot of fish shallower in August than we will in July.
Yeah.
As that water column begins to stratify better, and the oxygen's just as bad deep as it is shallow, or just as good shallow as it is deep, you'll see a lot more fish pull shallower as we get into August, pushing into September, especially if you get some cooler rain or you get some cooler weather and all.
Right.
I mean, it really seems to pull there. And the other things you got to think about is grass in our area lakes is beginning to top out. It's beginning to get thicker. So, where that green grass is where you're going to find some of your best oxygen content. And so those bass will begin to start gravitating to that as we get closer into that September, late August, early September area.
So, Billy, what's prime time on the Wolf?
When I see people wearing camo.
There you go. Okay.
Because they got hunting on the brain. When I see people getting camo out and hunting on the brain, hey, it's time to go fishing.
That's what Wong says. He loves hunters. Get them out off the water and get them in there.
Get them off the water in the woods.
So now, so September, October is really good time, but you have really caught some big fish in the winter, hadn't you, Billy?
Well, I love the winter fishing down there, yes. And it'll start up in October, and it'll go all the way through to February, March. But the colder, the better.
Yes.
Don't ask me why. I don't know. I got a passion for it now. I can't do without it. So you would have to come and get in the boat with me to see it.
I've been.
That's the only thing I can tell you.
All right, tell
once you see it, and once you witness it, then you'll know where I'm coming from.
All right, tell people how to get in touch with you, Billy.
Well, I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and hey, most David Best can give you my phone number.
There you go.
I'm pretty much fishing all the time, or if I'm not fishing all the time, I'm thinking about fishing all the time. So I've been trying to fish every day that ends in Y, but I think I'm going to change that, and I'm going to end in. I'm going to start fishing only 2 days at the end in T.
A T.
Let's start with a T. Let's start with a T.
It starts with a T.
Today and tomorrow.
That is today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. All right. And before we let y'all go, and David, now, so today you're open what time?
From 10 to 6, and we'll have the farmers market from 12 to 4.
All right, folks. Head on out to Arlington to the SYS building. David will be out there, primary tackle. And I can vouch for Billy Ross Doyle is one of the best guys there is out there. Long-time good friend. Guys, have a great weekend. Let's do this again, okay? Not that I was nervous with you, David, by yourself, but, Billy.
Yeah, I hear you.
Billy added a little bit, so we may just have a dynamic duo, and that just doubles your pay for being on this show, okay? Yeah.
Just get the camo out, Larry. Get the camo out. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, Billy's saying, what about pay? What did you say about pay right there? So, all right, guys. Love you guys. We'll talk to you, okay?
All right, Larry. Take care.
All right, bye-bye. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Let's head to Little Rock. Almost my hometown. On Outdoors with Larry Ray.